everyone will please rise. Scott and Bonnie, Beth. We have come together today to honor your love and commitment to one another and to support your decision to become husband and wife. May your love continue to grow and deepen with each passing year. Who brings this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
And you all may be seated. We're going to start out with a reading a poem entitled Together. Together, you can be yourselves. You do not have to pretend to be anything you are not. Together, you can say and think anything you want, and you know that you will be understood. Together, you can be totally free in body and mind, and you can share your deepest feelings and emotions. Together, you are filled with a love that gives you strength and happiness. Thank each other for this, and remember how strong your love is, always. Beth and Scott have chosen to include in their ceremony a traditional hand fasting. This symbolic binding of hands has inspired the terms bonds of holy matrimony and tying the knot. Throughout history and in many different ways and in many different places, the hands of the bride and groom were bound as a sign of their commitment to one another. In many times, rings were only for the very rich, while love knows no such bounds. The cords are not permanent, but perishable, as a reminder that all things of the material eventually return to the earth, unlike the bond and the connection that is love, which is eternal. Hand fasting is a statement of intent where Scott and Beth proclaim that they are marrying of their own free will, and since your lives have crossed in this life, you have formed eternal and sacred bonds. As you seek to enter this state of matrimony, you should strive to make real the ideals and qualities that to you give meaning to this ceremony and your marriage. May these hands be blessed this day. May they always hold each other. May they have the strength to hang on during the storms of stress and the dark of disillusionment. May they remain tender and gentle as they nurture each other in their wondrous love. And may they build a relationship founded in love and rich in caring. And may these hands be healer, protector, shelter, and guide for each other. The promises made here today and the ties that are bound here greatly strengthen your union and will cross the years and lives of each other's soul's growth. Do you both now seek to enter this ceremony? Please answer, we do. Do you, Scott, take Beth to be your wife? Do you promise to love her, honor her, cherish and protect her, forsaking all others, be true and loyal to her, for now and forevermore? If so, please answer, I do. And do you, Beth, take Scott to be your husband? Do you promise to love him, honor him, cherish and protect him, forsaking all others, be true and loyal to him, for now and forevermore? If so, please answer, I do.
I do.
Scott and Beth, the vows you're about to exchange will join your lives. You both bring individual strengths and weaknesses to this marriage, and as you stand together today, may you complement each other and fulfill each other's needs as your love and commitment continue to deepen and grow. Scott, if you will please repeat after me to Beth. I, Scott, take you, Beth, from this day forward, as my wife, my partner, and my best friend. I promise to take you to my heart, as you are, and as you will be. I will walk by your side forever, and grow together with you. I promise to support your dreams, and to be there for you for the rest of our lives. And now, Beth, if you'll please repeat after me to Scott. I, Beth, take you, Scott, from this day forward, as my husband, my partner, and my best friend. I promise to take you to my heart, as you are, and as you will be. I will walk by your side forever, and grow together with you. I promise to support your dreams, and to be there for you for the rest of our lives. In olden times, they would have left these on for a week to really test. But we're not going to do that at this ceremony. The wedding rings are the outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual bond which unites two loyal hearts in endless love. They are a seal of the vows that you've made to each other this day. Lord, bless these rings and those who give and receive them. As a symbol of your love for one another, Scott, if you would take Beth's ring from your best man, and if you would place her ring on her finger and repeat after me. Beth, I give you this ring.
Beth, I give you this ring.
As an everlasting symbol of my faithfulness and love. And with this ring, I thee wed. And now, Beth, as a symbol of your love for one another, if you would take Scott's ring from the best man and place it on his finger and repeat after me. Scott, I give you this ring.
Scott, I give you this ring.
As an everlasting symbol.
As an everlasting symbol.
Of my faithfulness and love.
Of my faithfulness and love.
And with this ring.
And with this ring.
I thee wed. The first challenge of marriage is getting the ring on the finger. Teamwork. That's what it's about. Now, if you both would go over to your sand ceremony table. Scott and Beth, today you have committed to share the rest of your lives together by the exchange of your vows and the giving and receiving of your rings. This beautiful union is symbolized through the sand ceremony. Each of you stands before a vase of colored sand that symbolizes your separate families and separate sets of friends. These sand colors represent the separate life paths that you were taking, each with your own distinct circle of family and friends. And then your paths crossed, and a new journey has begun. And today, all of us are here to support you as you continue along this new path as husband and wife. So at this time, please take turns and pour your sand into the main container. By pouring their sand into the main container, they are symbolizing and acknowledging the blending of their lives and their willingness to accept the commitment and true love that marriage brings. And if you rejoin me here. Then face each other and join hands. And if everyone would bow their heads and let's pray. Now you feel no rain, for each of you will be sheltered to the other. Now you feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there is no loneliness, for each of you will be a companion to the other. You are two bodies, but there is only one life before you and one home. When evening falls, look up, and you will be there for each other. Take each other's hand and turn together to look at the road you've traveled to reach this, the hour of your happiness. It stretches behind you even as the future lies ahead, a long and winding road whose every turn means discovery, old hopes, new laughter, shared fears. Your adventure has just begun. Amen. Scott and Beth, you have just given your hearts completely to one another, and from this day forward, your lives are now joined. So having witnessed the vows that you have just made to each other, by the joining of your hands and the giving and receiving of your rings, that by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the laws of the state of Texas, it is my great honor and pleasure to declare you husband and wife. Scott, you may kiss your new wife. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the new Mr. and Mrs. Scott Gordon.